This video will explain how linear and quadratic equations can be simplified. So how we are going to solve linear and quadratic equation? I'll take an example. X plus 2y equal 3. Another one, x squared plus 3xy equal 10. So if you look for the elimination method, you can't eliminate either one of these. Why? Because here it is with xy. Isn't it? So if it is with xy, you cannot multiply either this by x, so you cannot do that. So what you are going, because if you are going to multiply this by x, then you have to multiply this by x, so it is more work. But it's very easy if you go for the substitution method. Now let's make this one 1 and make this one 2. So it's hard to do substitution with second equation. Why? Because there is x squared here and this is with xy both. So what you are going to do, you will make here the x the subject. Or else you can make y the subject. But if you make here y the subject, so y is equal to 3 minus x divided by 2. But if you make x the subject, you have two places to do the substitution. So we will make here y the subject. So y equal 3 minus x divided by 2. Right? So substitute, let's substitute this in equation 2. So it will be x squared plus 3x times 3 minus x over 2 equal 10. Then x squared, and I'm going to expand. So there is 2 here. It's easy if you multiply whole equation by 2. So we will multiply whole equation by 2. So 2x squared plus, so 3x into 3 is 9x. 3x into x is minus 3x squared equal 20. Why? Because I multiply this by 2 as well. Now we'll simplify this. So this is 2x squared and this is minus 3x squared. So it is minus x squared plus 9x. So I'll take 20 here. Minus 20 equals 0. But since this is minus, it looks ugly. So what you are going to make it? You are going to make it nicer way. So you will multiply whole equation by minus. Then x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. Now you are going to solve for x. So there are two values. So how are you going to solve for x? So 20 is 5 into 4. Then x squared minus 5x minus 4x plus 20 equal 0. Then if I consider this will be x minus 5. So I'll write here x minus 5. So this is minus 4 equals 0. So the two factors will be x minus 5 into x minus 4 equals 0. Then either x minus 5 equals 0, so x equals 5, or x minus 4 equals 0, so that means x equals 4. So now we'll see for x equals 5, what is your y value? So you can use this. So when x equals 5, y equals 3 minus 5 divided by 2. So 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. Then when x equals 4, y equals 3 minus 4 divided by 2. So which is minus half. So these are the two solutions. This and this. So you can see when you solve for quadratic and a linear, you will get a quadratic equation like this. Right? And if you want to know whether this quadratic equation or whether when you solve this, whether this has equal solutions for x, or whether it has two different values, or whether there are no real roots for this solution, right, for x, you can use the discriminant for this one. So if you use the discriminant for this equation, so that is b squared minus 4ac. So b squared here is 9 minus 9. So it is 81 minus 4 times a is 1, c is 20. So 4 into 20 is 80. So 81 minus 80 is 1. So this is greater than 0. That means this x will have two distinct real roots. That means when you solve this, you will have 2x values. Isn't it? So you can understand that by taking this. So we'll do a sum like that, then you will understand further. Okay, so you want to know the number of points of intersection of the pair y equals 6x squared plus 3x minus 7 and y equal 2x plus 8. So that means if you have equation like this is your graph like this for the quadratic, and the straight line is like this, the linear equation. So here there are 2 points. But there can be instances where it cuts only at 1 point. Okay. So if it is something like this, it will cut only at 1 point. Or else there can be instances where it will not cut at any point. So how are you going to know whether there is intersection for this? So for that, as I explained, you have to use the discriminant. So you will solve these two and see the found quadratic equation whether there are real solution. So if it has two intersections, that means b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. If it has 1, then b squared minus 4ac equals 0. If it does not have any, then b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Now we'll see. So first you have to solve for this. So we'll take y equal 2x plus 8. So substitute it in here. So substitute y equal 2x plus 8 in. So we'll make this 1 and 2 in 1. So then 2x plus 8 is equal to 6x squared plus 3x minus 7. So then 6x squared, so we'll take 2x to this side. So x, and we'll take minus 8 to this side. So it will be minus 15 equal 0. Right? Now 6 into 15. 6 into 15 is how much? 90. Now we are going to find the solutions for 90, which will have only x. So if you look at this, this is 9 into 10. So now 6x squared plus 10x minus 9 minus 15 equals 0. Then I'll take 2x out. So this is 3x plus 5. So I'll write here the same. 3x plus 5 multiplied by minus 3. So 2x minus 3 times 3x plus 5 equals 0. So you are having two distinct roots. So x equal 3 by 2 and x equal minus 5 over 3. So without solving like this, if you want to determine how many intersections are there, so this is your final equation. For this equation, if you check the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. So b squared is 1. 1 minus 4 times. So a is 6. C is minus 15. So minus into minus is plus. So definitely this is greater than 0 because this whole thing goes to plus. So this positive 1 plus 1 will give you a positive answer. So that means this will have 2 intersection, and yes, so you found there are 2 intersection, right? So in that way you can find whether there are how many intersections. So to find how many intersections, you don't have to solve this. Without solving, you can find first the equation, and for that equation you can use this discriminant equation, and for this, from the discriminant you can find, looking at the condition whether it is greater than 0, less than 0, equals 0, you can find whether how many intersections are there. Okay, so this is about how you solve the quadratic with the linear and some application of it. So that means if you want to find the how many intersection points are there, so you can use this method as well. So this is how you do. So you have to use the substitution method. So I hope you understood linear, how to solve linear and quadratic equation. Thank you, and please subscribe on my channel.